I want to see my VO2 max increase. I want to see my splits turn negative. I want to see myself PR. Hello and welcome to another video. Today's video is not going to feature any running. It's rather an announcement on a new training plan that I'm working on. A little backstory here. During Princess training, I got an ad. Thank you, Instagram, for always giving me ads. An ad for the Chicago Spring Half Marathon, which is late May of this year. Right now, it is late February. You guys are probably seeing this early March. I decided on a whim, if I can run 10 miles, I can do a half marathon. So I signed up. So this is my Chicago Springtime Half Marathon training plan. I printed her out. It's official. Just as a disclaimer, first of all, I'm very new to this. So this is coming from a newbie. I'm not a fitness professional. So if you were to ever do a half marathon and want to go off of this, just do it at your own risk. I always put that in any of my documents that I make because you never know. Better safe than sorry. I also got the base for this plan off of the Lifetime website. I'm pretty sure I will put a screenshot here of just where I got it from. I tailored it a little bit to my own personal needs and my own schedule. And this isn't just a comprehensive running plan, but it is also a meal prep plan as well. So trigger warning for people who don't want to talk about meal prep. I understand that. This isn't really just for calorie counting, but also for strength. With that, let's just get right into it. The first page is just my schedule. I'm actually gonna put this up on my wall where I put up my Princess schedule when I'm done with that. Tuesdays are my speed days, Thursdays are my slow days, and Saturdays are my long run days, or Sundays depending on the week because things happen. And I have just little pages for each week of what I'm eating. Here's an example for week 1. I put this on my fridge so that it's a visual reminder of this is what you meal prepped and this is what you're eating. If you can't tell, I'm a Virgo. So next page is just another copy of my schedule, which is for this document versus putting it up on my wall. That's why I have 2 copies. Then we've got the map, and then we've got grocery list, which is just of what I need to buy for that week for meal prep. Prep is expensive, guys. Ugh, that is the hard thing. And spending money on half marathon is also expensive. So this is not a free hobby. Running can be free, but I choose the way that it is not free. This is kind of new. Now, this is already tracked in my watch, so I don't really have to like pay attention to this other than like if I'm trying to get in a certain range for goals. But I have this training data sheet that I'm going to fill out after each run for each week, or maybe just at the end of the week for each of the runs. And it's just got the total time, the average time, which is basically average time per mile, number of miles, average heart rate. I'm tracking this specifically because my heart rate is so high when I run now and it's low-key annoying, and I'm hoping by around week 12 the heart rate's going to be lower, which just means I'm getting better and my VO2 is going up, hopefully. And then the splits, which I have terrible splits right now. They're all positive, pretty much not negative other than like maybe the last mile, which is to be expected because you get that rush of adrenaline last mile. But I'm hoping to make my splits negative versus keeping them positive. And my first mile's always the best mile. So yeah, we'll see what happens. And then how much time I'm in each heart rate zone. Targeting 2 is important for the easy runs, so we'll see. And then it pretty much repeats for 12 weeks. It's pretty much just 12 weeks of that. Finally, at the end, we just have a couple of running foods to fuel you from my favorite Rise and Run cookbook that I bought on a whim, literally, from Sierra, which is the TJ Maxx of workout stuff. And I've been having so much fun making these muffins, just testing them out. My favorite so far is the lemon chia blueberry. So good. The yam spice is a little bit mid, but it's very filling. For one muffin, it just satiates you. So it makes sense why you would eat that for a long run. I sourced the different recipes from separate websites, but I put them together. And also, if calories trigger you, I'm sorry, I just put that in there, along with protein, because it is important to eat a lot of protein, especially when you're running all the time. I'm excited to try all of these. And then we've got breakfast, lunch ideas, and then snacks. And that's pretty much it. And also, I am only doing 3 days a week because I'm doing strength training the other 3 days, just to kind of keep it balanced. And I don't want to overtrain myself and overstress myself. I need the rest days in between. Yeah, we'll see what happens around week 10 or 12. Like, we'll just kind of see what happens as we go through. And my favorite thing that I'm most excited for is analyzing all of my training data that I take and seeing how I've grown over the past 12 weeks when I'm done. Hopefully I'll PR with the half marathon, because I've never done one before. But in terms of training, hopefully I PR against the one time in the training that I do 13. Now, I know there are other ways to do training, like the Hal Higdon novice program. I just chose not to do that because I think it's longer, and if it's not longer, it's just got more days, and I would rather do 3 versus 4 days, because I do find myself needing rest days, and I really drink a lot of water on my rest days, and that helps. So I'm gonna stick with what I know. Just a little funsy for y'all if you like the graphic, and if you know why I made the graphic the way that it is, you're cool. A little homage to Chicago and certain series that take place in Chicago that I have loved since I was a child. That's pretty much this whole video. I don't know if this motivates someone. I have watched so many running vloggers and I literally love them so much. I've already mentioned her like a million times, but Running in Makeup. Another one I like that I've been watching more recently is Heather Jurgensen. She has this program called Runners Without Limits. That's what it's called. But she also videos all of her trainings and like going to all the Disney runs and stuff. And even though I'm technically not a big Disney adult, I just like love a lot of the Disney creators because a lot of them are really sweet and very accepting and positive, and they aren't elitist about running. Other than the ones who are mad about the medals not saying virtual on them, but that's a whole nother story. That's pretty much this whole video. So if you stuck through this whole thing, thank you for watching, and I hope you come along with me on this journey, and I'm excited to see what happens, how I change. I'm definitely a hobby jogger. I wouldn't call myself a runner per se, but hopefully this helps me get more towards that. I want to see my VO2 max increase. I want to see my splits turn negative. I want to see myself PR. I want to hydrate. I want to rest. I want to properly stretch my muscles. I want to supplement with strength training in hopes that that will also help me. I also have been lifting for 2 years anyway because I love it. So this is just like a whole new journey. That's it. I'm just going on tangents now. So let's end this before I go on more. Thanks for watching. Bye.